currently on or near Sharphaw, above Skipton, where there are quite a lot of Christmas trees. And we're just going to go for a shortish walk on a path which is quite good to walk on, actually. You're not going to get muddy on this, are you?
Nice and dry.
Nice and dry, yeah. Perfect, nice and dry. Yeah. So it's only going to be a short walk, like I said, but should get some good views of Skipton. It's the first time I've done a Facebook Live, so I just wanted to try it out. Is it live, she says? Yeah, it's live. So looking at this, you'll have to bear with me. I think you can spin the camera around. Yes! Perfect, you don't have to see my ugly mug now. Well, yours isn't ugly, of course, my darling, it's beautiful. Brownie points. Yes. A lot of Christmas trees up here, aren't there? Wow. Maybe we'll find these on Skipton Market come Christmas. Well, to be honest, they were planting just around or after COVID. They were planting a lot of new trees up here because hundreds of trees developed some sort of a disease. I'm not sure what it was. So they had to chop down a lot of trees. Just through that part there is connected to a walk that I showed previously on a post and on a YouTube video, where you can walk from Skipton to Sharphaw, but across the fields. That's quite a nice walk. This is an alternative when you want to keep dry, so it's perfect for the winter, absolutely perfect for the winter. I think they do a lot of grouse shooting up here in the season. Somebody's storming off. Bit windy. I might have to put my hat on. Trouble is, I've only got one free hand. Can I have some assistance? Some hat assistance? Could you put that on for me? I've only got one hand. You're very kind.
I am.
A new hat. Seems I lost my old one. Very annoying.
Been up to the farmer's gate.
Not sure how long this is, this walk. It's a few miles. Maybe from the, if you park at the bottom.
It's 1 Camilla.
1 Camilla.
1 kilometre from the gate to the top part there.
Oh, right, you've been tracking it. Okay. About 3 miles all the way around this circuit or something like that from the bottom. That's if you park your car, if you're feeling lazy. Otherwise, you could walk up from Skipton. Or you could walk up from Sturton, which is the bottom of the hill. It's a nice walk up, actually.
In other words, you did it.
I did. a bit breezy. I've been here for ages. Not for ages. Planted them. What else do you think they're going to do to them? Oh, quite right, give them a lick of paint or something. Oh yeah. High up, people. It started off sunny. That died a death as usual. What? Oh, of course there is, look. That really, really annoys me, does that? Collect it on the way back. They never do. God. Well, there is like the back end of Sharphaw. You can get to Sharphaw from here actually, but not today. Way too muddy and wet. Wind turbines up here actually. If you're lucky, you can see deer around here, can't you? We've seen quite a lot of deer. Big ones too, yeah. But I think, because we've seen a few people, I imagine that they're lying low, yeah, definitely. So when you come to this point, you can turn left, go down, or you can turn right and go up. Doesn't matter which way you do it, you're still going to have to go uphill at some point. Oh, hello Helen. Somebody's watching. Good grief, I didn't expect anyone to be watching us today. That's good.
Please use other footpath.
Please use other footpath. What does that even mean?
Well, it's pointing this way, so I would imagine go this way.
It isn't making any sense. Please use other footpath. Which one? Oh, this one. It may well be you're not. Maybe you're not allowed to go down. We'll see. We'll see. So we're going up because of the sign. Yeah, you get the uphill over with, actually, don't you? That's true. Yeah. That's a bit ambitious. And you, I used to come running up here actually. We both did, didn't we?
Be more down.
Yeah. So like I said, if you're in Skipton, you've got a few choices, haven't you? You could set off from Skipton, you could walk all the way up here. That would turn it into something like a 6-mile walk probably, yeah. All the way from Skipton. But it's all on dry ground, which is good. It's either on road, quiet road, or on paths like this. Alternatively, you can drive to Sturton. That'll cut it down quite a bit, maybe down to 4, maybe something like that.
Although everyone comes to visit, it's might not be too happy.
Well, that's true. Or you can drive up to the bottom of Sharphaw to the gate, which you'd be very lucky to find parking normally, but that will cut it down to something like a 3-mile loop up here, and you get to see the best parts of it really. It's a place that we've come hundreds of times, this, really. So this is the uphill part, which I think is a bit easier on you than the other way around. Somehow, more of a slog the other way around. So we're starting to get some views now through the trees. In fact, when you get to the top, you've got some good views of a gargrave. Anyway, I'll shut up for a minute, I'm sick of my own voice. Beautiful in summer, this, by the way, because when it's warm you get a little bit of a breeze, cools you down a little bit, and you get the views on top of that. In fact, views are not as good today, are they, because it's misty. It's a bit misty. Yeah.
Nice views, but you don't have the camera.
No, the camera won't pick them up very well. I mean, we can see. These are the kind of views you're getting now, if you can see them. Sadly, it's a bit misty, and the camera, of course, is not as good as the eye, so... yeah.
Bit of blue up there.
Bit of blue. Not enough to make a pair of pants though, is it? Yeah, when we set off it was really sunny, it was beautiful. Bit of snow about as well up here. Kicking about in the corners. To the right of us is Sharphaw. Well, quite a bit to the right. I mean, if you continue along this path, you've got two choices now. You can continue and follow the path around as a loop and it'll take you back to where we started, or you can continue through the trees, what's left of the trees, to the right, and that will take you up onto Sharphaw, and then onto Roughhaw if you wish, and that is beautiful in the summer, really stunning up there. Let's have a look at these views from up here. Lovely, lovely views. Not as windy as predicted, it's a bonus. Yeah, so this is just a little test really. I've never used Facebook Live, I was curious. So I thought, let's give it a go. I think I might do some Facebook Lives in the evenings just to talk to people and discuss, you know, walks, where they like to go, what they've done, share experiences. That'd be nice. Okay, so we should be able to see Gargrave now. It's not really going to pick up well on the camera, I don't think, but all that down there is Gargrave. Yeah, I can't zoom in, unfortunately. Wouldn't be surprised if I was chuntering away and my microphone was turned off. doesn't matter. Save you having to listen to me. Now we're getting some really, really nice views. This point onwards is where you start to get some spectacular views going over towards Grassington. Yeah, I'm not sure you can't even see Pen again from up here. Don't quote me on that. You can definitely see, well, probably not today, but over there, Pendle Hill in the distance. That is Pendle Hill, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. It's Pendle Hill, I think. Pen against more kind of over this area, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where are you going? For a sit down. Might not be as dry today as it normally is in the summer. This is a little picnic spot that we normally come to in summer. This is where I'm going to fall and drop. There you go. Picnic spot. Not as nice today, is it? Sharphaw's up there behind that hill, that little hill. Christmas Tree Central.
It's a lovely spot when it's sunny here.
Yeah. When it's sunny it's beautiful, yeah, you're right. Shh. Secret. Well, considering this is on a live, I'm going to continue walking. Curious to know if any of you have done this walk. Ah. Just be careful. Come on. Okay. You've got a bang and a thud now, that means. This bit is by far the best, I think. What do you reckon? This is where, like I said, you get the views on this back end. Nice colours this time of year as well. Even better in autumn, actually, isn't it? Well, there's a lot of evergreen up here though as well, so yeah. Path to somewhere. Where? Again, Gargrave over there, just to the right of that tree, that's Gargrave. And then over there somewhere is Grassington, somewhere. Yeah. Follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow the phone,
If ever wish to.
Okay,
I'll leave it there.
yeah. It'd be good if you could see a deer though, wouldn't it, today?
It'd be good if we could sing.
Yeah, it would, for all concerned. The amount of deer we've seen today will be the day that we don't see one, of course. Guaranteed. I'm actually tracking this, I believe, on my phone, so I'll try and put up a map on a post for anyone that wants to come for a dry walk. Because. Hi, Pat. The biggest to do about this walk was actually getting off my bum, getting off the couch and doing it. That's the hardest part, isn't it? I always try and make excuses, don't I? Oh, no, it's too windy, too cold, too this, too that. Oh, boring, oh, we've done it before. But when I actually get out, I love it.
I actually never get bored of this.
No, it is a nice walk, is this actually? It really.
Lockdown, it was every day and I still didn't get bored of it.
No, it's a lovely walk, is this? It really is.
Just a bit of a shocker when the tree.
And they cut all those trees down, my goodness. Used to be beautiful walking up to Sharphaw because there was like a layer of trees. It looked like something off Lord of the Rings or something, didn't it? And sadly they chopped it.
Spider's lair.
The spider's lair, we used to call it. But then they chopped it down.
I actually came with my friend Tracy in St Anne's.
Dog. Dog's clocked us. Does that say I've got a low battery? Or I don't know. Hopefully not. Might be a good idea to plug that power bank in. Could you set it up for me? I don't want to just run out of battery.
The same one again,
Is it the same? It's just the same man, isn't it? He's running round in circles.
pretty fast.
Oh, he's got some energy, hasn't he?
I'll just
Plug it in, yeah. Thank you. That's it. I'll just hold it there. Just make sure I've got a bit of power continuing through. Let's get out of his way.
very fast.
Oh yeah. Big dog, innit? Lots of energy. What does that say? Oh, it's disappeared.
I don't have my spectacles on.
Spectacles. I'm not sure how long this can continue, this live. Hope we're not boring you too much if anyone's watching still. But it's just to give people an idea, really. You know, take you along. Make up your own mind if you want to do it or not.
But people jog it, people walk it, people stroll it.
I've not seen anyone biking it, I don't
Yes,
think.
we did.
Are you allowed to bike up here? Mountain bike? I'm not sure you are, you know. I don't know.
Maybe it just went up the track.
Ah,
That was a motorbike.
Do you know, that was a motorbike. That was right at the beginning. Motorbikes, people go up on that little hill to the right of us.
Oh, Ben used to go on his bike.
Yeah, mountain bikes too. I'm not sure whether cycling's allowed up here actually. Definitely walkers and runners, dog walkers. To be honest, it's very good for dog poo, isn't it? We've not seen any apart from that bag on the floor. I've not come across
And
any.
it's not too taxing for little children.
Yeah, kids could do this.
We used to bring ours when we were little.
Yeah. I mean, they might twitter a bit, but you might have to carry them on your shoulders. No, it's doable.
I think some families do it.
Yeah, families. I think it's also quite good probably if, what do you reckon, if you've got maybe an injury, a bad leg or something, is it doable? I'm not so sure of it.
I've got a knee injury.
Yeah, you've got a knee injury, yeah.
Although that heat seems to be working.
Yeah. This is now coming towards the turning point.
This is where Lucy says, the hills of eyes. Not a scary film.
You know,
Not that it's that scary.
yeah, because you've got this little outcrop here. If you can call it an out, it's not an outcrop, it's just, what would you call it? Yeah. You do get a bit of water, don't you? But I mean, you know, nothing that you can't just walk around. It's all very much drained, isn't it? The water.
Bigger patch of blue. Like a pair of pants with that.
Yeah. Actually, we did a night walk up here once. We set off at dusk, and there's a video of it on YouTube. I put a video onto YouTube night walk in Skipton.
And we've seen some very nice sunsets up there.
Some beautiful sunsets, yeah. It's quite good at night walk because it snowed on that. I remember it was snow in the torch when I was filming. Lush countryside. It's a bit of a mist going on though still, isn't there? Now, I just remembered that we brought a flask of coffee and a couple of biscuits. Well, I did bring some biscuits.
This is where they stored all those hundreds and hundreds of tree limbs.
Yeah, they did. When they cut all the trees down, yeah. This was just wall to wall, just tree trunks, logs. It was sad, really. There was hundreds and hundreds of destroyed trees. Yeah, they had to chop them all down, didn't they?
What trees was it?
Was it Dutch elm or something? I don't know. Well, we'll take a look and see if they've started to grow, the new ones. I'm sure they have, but...
Oh, keep out signs.
Yeah. Well, you can take it back home with you, can't you? These sort of diseases. I hope there's another person sauntering about. Not that many people here today. Normally there are more. I'm talking quite a lot, aren't I? I'm starting to bore myself, to be fair. Well, this is a nice view. This is nice. So if you look over here, this beautiful view, and down there that's the path which is coming back. It's looping back on us to where we are going to return. So we are going to go along here, loop around, and we're going to return back along that path there. Yeah.
After we view the trees.
After we've had a look at the trees. That's if we're allowed on that path. That's if we're allowed, because... Oh, actually, no. The sign said pedestrians this way, which tells me they don't want people probably walking in two directions. Maybe they want them to walk round anti-clockwise. So there are lots and lots of trees that are being planted, aren't there? No, trees take a long time to grow, though, obviously, don't they? You know, so they're in there a couple of years. I don't know if you can see them up there. Probably not, but yeah, they've not grown much, but it's reassuring to know that they will do. Downhill now. Downhill, turning around to the homeward section. Lovely jubbly. It's changed a lot, hasn't it?
Yeah,
up here.
all that was just thick with trees.
Yeah, this was all thick with what you can
see.
see.
Where they're doing the new.
Yeah. Normally, well, you can still, if you want to, you can turn up here. But looking at that, I would suggest not bothering today.
You can see where they planted all the new ones.
If you go through here, down along there, up there, that will take you up to Sharphaw. Obviously, it's too boggy today.
Someone's lost their glasses.
Have they? That's just a case, isn't it? So yeah, you'd go through there up to Sharphaw or to Flasby. Empty.
Yes.
Okay. But we are not going to go up there today because that is a walk for summer.
Or drier days.
Drier days. We are going to stick to the dry grounds today. Right, going down.
In fact, you could drive the car to the bottom and I could walk that missing patch that you came up.
Do what you want. So, yeah, whatever. Here we go. Homeward section of the journey. What I'll do, I think, is I'll film until we come to that intersection where we could turn left or right, where it directed us right, and I think I'll stop filming there And that way you can see the, you know, the full walk around this section.
We sometimes see deer to the left.
Sorry, what?
We sometimes see deer on this side.
Oh, yeah, you do, yeah. So the views, of course, are not really anything as spectacular here because we are lower down, of course. Earlier we were up here, that's where we were walking earlier. But yeah. Still dry though, even though this is lower down, isn't it?
These trees have been here a long time.
Yeah.
They want the sticks with the bush on top.
Oh, yeah. Like a tickling stick, isn't it? Having said that, it is quite nice. I mean, it's quite colourful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a nice walk.
A gentle jogger off fast moving.
You do have to be a little bit careful on this part of...
Stones.
Well, these stones, some of these stones, bigger stones, they can, because it's limestone, it can be quite slippy. You should be a little bit careful when you're walking downhill where you're standing. I mean, it's not a big deal. No problem at all, but, you know, potentially, you know, you could slip a bit, couldn't you? Oh, I thought I would have seen a deer by now. I think it's because there's been a lot of people about. You said they've gone to ground, haven't they? They're staying out of the way. There are quite a few walks which are what I'd call dry walks, actually, aren't they? The one over in between Ostwick and Pfizer, where Elaine's Cafe is, you can walk along dry paths, keep dry, you're not going to get bothered by livestock. There was another one from Clapham, wasn't there? Do you remember, from Clapham, going towards Robin Proctor's Scar? We've done videos of them, they're all on YouTube. And that also is a good walk for anybody that wants to keep dry. Hi Stuart. I don't have glasses on, so now and again I have to put them on to see what's happening, and I see people's names. Other than that, I haven't got a clue what's going on. If I walk wearing glasses, I'll start tripping over everything. It's not too far now, is it, off the section where if you walk in the middle, oh, actually, it's fine, it's dry. It's the water's sunk into the ground. And actually, this is a well-drained area. To the right of us is drainage, isn't there? It's very well drained. Bit of a muddy bit here, but not a big deal. Just give it a wide berth and it's fine. Yeah. How are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, you. Nobody else here. It's making me all sniffly.
Stuart. Oh, Helen.
I don't know who's online anymore. I say without glasses. Well, there's no wind now, is there? This is a good thing about... That's another thing, isn't it? On the way up here, you walk up from a gate, you walk up a hill towards Sharphaw, but you keep to the path. Eventually you come to like the sheep dips, and you come down into this kind of wooded area, which is a circle. On the way up it can be quite windy because obviously it's high up, it's exposed, but when you come down onto this section you're protected by all these trees, and so it's always a lot warmer, less breezier, much more pleasant on a cold day.
I'm looking out for
Deer.
yeah.
I think if we were going to see deer we would have seen them by now. They tend to be a bit further back, don't they? Beautiful things. It's great when you see them, isn't it? It's the speed with which they can run up hills as well is
My favourite
astounding.
was when I was doing it in the opposite direction, going down the steep path.
Yeah,
And jumped the whole length of the path.
yeah. Well, what did you get chased by up here? Was it a pheasant or something?
So close that and mine.
Oh, well, perhaps if anyone would like a sit down on the walk, if you fancy climbing up that ladder.
Shall I?
I wouldn't. Probably snap.
Oh, thanks.
No, I didn't mean that. I mean, it looks a bit rotten. No, I didn't mean... God. No, it looks a bit rotten, does that wood, doesn't it? Actually, you did sit on one
I did.
last year, didn't you?
I did. But yeah, the pheasant.
Yeah. Kept going for you, didn't it, when you were...
And then I tried to shoo it off with a branch.
And it got more aggressive.
It turned around and chased me again.
Chased by a pheasant. I don't think it was a pheasant, was it?
Yeah,
A lot of
a male pheasant.
There's a lot of swearing on that video. Definitely not for children. More Christmas trees. So again, back end of Sharphaw. Sharphaw is just behind there. Like I say, this walk, if you want to, it is perfect for heading up Sharphaw if you want to. From Sharphaw you can get to Roughhaw, you can get some wonderful views from up there. Again, another video of that out on YouTube.
Or another clearer
Just to
day,
give you an idea.
Straight up the peak and come down and round this.
Oh yeah, you could, yeah, of course you could do it the other way around, couldn't you? I prefer to do it here, this way, and go up the back of Sharphaw, because I think the views at the back of Sharphaw on the landscape is really, it's unique. You always feel like you're in a different country in summer up here. It's got that kind of Spanish, Greek feel to it. It doesn't feel like in England on a warm day up here. It's bizarre, because the landscape tends to be quite, I wouldn't say burnt, but it's very dry, and the back end of Sharphaw is quite ashy. The ground's quite ashy, isn't it? Like it's been burnt in summer. But they do game shooting up here, definitely. A few more minutes now and we'll end. Just wanted to give people a chance to see what the full circuit is like.
So far we've done 4 kilometres.
4 kilometres. Is that from...
The bottom gate where the cars park.
Right, so the cars parked at the bottom, the gate at the bottom,
Yes.
on the road, at the top of Bog Lane kind of area. So far it's 4 kilometres from there we've done. So that's, what's that, a couple, 2.5 miles, maybe 2 and a bit miles. Is it 1.6 kilometres? Is it 1.8? I've forgotten. To a mile. I always forget. Yeah. So I suppose you could go up there if you wanted to get very mucky. See, these bins, I believe, are for feeding pheasants, grouse. Yeah. Sometimes in summer you'll be up here, nice and quiet, peaceful, relaxed, and some bird, whether it be a grouse or whatever, it'll just suddenly take off from the undergrowth, won't it? Frighten you to death. It's the damn thing, you wouldn't know it were there if it just kept still. They're not very clever, are they?
What was the noise they make again?
I'm not doing it again. Why don't you try it?
It sounded like a turkey.
I'm not good at impersonating birds. Yeah, if it's going to be a little bit muddy, it's going to be here, the lower point obviously, but it's not. And we have had a lot of rain, so this is kind of as bad as it can get, really, isn't it? So, you know, you don't even need waterproof boots or anything. I mean, you're wearing trainers, aren't you? Really? I'm just wearing summer boots. Summer boots with mesh, so I'm dry as a bone. Merino socks, that's the secret.
Yeah.
Merino socks. If you get them wet, they dry out in no time. You don't get cold feet. Amazing things, merino socks. Or sealskins, they're good. Not good for walking long distances, sealskin socks. Nice for a short walk, but we walked for 2 days in Iceland with them. 2 full days of walking through the mountains in Iceland. Dry weather, but we did 16 miles a day or something. So good. So you still got your views here. You know, still nice. Gargrave over there again. I don't think this bit is as exciting, is it, as the bit on top? Sometimes I think, yeah, sometimes I think I'll walk this bit first, and I've got the top bit to look forward to. But I mean, but on a windy day, this bit's welcome, isn't it? It's quite a flat walk, apart from. Yeah, we went uphill at the start.
Not in this lower section, it's quite flat
At the end part of this lower section, you go back uphill a little bit.
Kind of hill down there,
Yeah, but we're nice and warmed up now. So, it's not a big deal. You can also walk, as we said, to Flasby. And therefore you could walk to Gargrave, and I have walked to Gargrave from here, albeit by mistake in summer. I took a wrong turning, wasn't familiar with this area, and I thought this is taking a long time, and next minute I'm in Gargrave. So I had to walk back to Skipton along the canal bank, and I think I did about 10-11 miles that day. I had no water, no food, no money, no phone, nothing. I'm talking probably 10, 15 years ago. 15 years ago. I wasn't happy. I remember going back home and having 2 or 3 pieces of toast covered in Nutella, sugary tea to get my energy back. I went to bed for an hour. I was pegged. It was a really warm day as well, which didn't help, not having water. Being prepared, yes.
You never used to take your phone in, did you?
No, I mean, it's a good idea to take a phone, isn't it? You never know. If you can get a signal. Right, so coming up to the final stretch.
What is that?
wasn't expecting to see a ball cock from a toilet up here, if that's what it is. Okay, right. Yeah, so it's not hard, this bit, isn't it?
I know, but
When? Yeah, true. I think one thing you need to consider when you're coming up, not here, but when you're coming up Sharphaw, if you do go up Sharphaw, cows.
Oh.
We've come across some crazy cows, haven't we?
Up the peak.
Crazy cows, yeah, the peak, yeah. Where we've
The
just,
back of the peak as well.
we've decided, and they're all gathering at the gate, and I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm going to walk in the middle of those cows, making these really wild noises. So we've had to walk right round to keep out of the way. I was never aware how dangerous cows can be. In fact, you went running once and told me there's a cow, and I told you not to be silly. It's not to be silly, it's a cow. Actually, you were right. Yeah, so you've got to beware of cows.
You too have been chased by a cow.
I've been chased by a cow. Wasn't much fun. Didn't realise I could run that fast. Straight over a wall, wasn't it? Final stretch, nearly at the end now. Well, not the end, but
The end of the loop.
end of the loop. It'll just become a bit too repetitive if we carry on beyond this point. But I'll definitely post a map. Might have a GPX file if anybody wants it. I think I started recording from Skipton. Definitely not as exciting this section. Anyway, it'd be a good excuse to stop for a coffee. Alright. Here we are. This is it. I can see the back of the sign. I think. Is that the path up?
There's the sign.
Yeah. Let's look at that. A sec. Just need to figure out how to stop this. Tiff, thought you'd have something better to do on a Sunday. Right, this'll do. So this is where the paths meet. This is where we originally went up, looped, and came back up there. So, it's good night from me, and it's good night from
Me?
her.